Do you know of a stellar leader or an outstanding organization that deserves a proper shout-out? Nominate them for IBJ's awards. From 40 in their 40s and Women of Influence to Nonprofit and Healthcare Excellence Awards, we're celebrating rising stars, seasoned leaders, and organizations making a difference. Discover which programs are accepting nominations now at ibj.com/nominate.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for Thursday, October 30th, 2025. I'm Marek Mazurek. Retail giant Walmart is teaming up with Vincennes University to help train Hoosier workers. The training is part of Walmart's Associate to Technician, or A-to-T program. It's designed to give employees technical skills in electronics, mechanics, refrigeration, and troubleshooting.
Associates are given the opportunity to enroll in a program that will teach them skills in HVAC, refrigeration, facilities, and pretty much open them up to a whole new career path if they're engaged in that type of work. And these are associates that come and they're working in our stores and they're seeing different opportunities where they can participate even more than just being a floor associate or a coach or things like that.
That's Walmart's Director of Communications, Mark Rickel. He said the program debuted in Texas as a pilot program, but expanded to Indiana earlier this year. David Tucker is Vincennes University's Vice President for Workforce Development and Community Service. He said the A-to-T program combines about 70% hands-on learning with 30% classroom teaching. Walmart's goal is to train up to 4,000 of its workers through the A-to-T program by 2030. The retail giant has more than 120 stores in Indiana and employs more than 41,000 people. Indiana will not issue new childcare vouchers to impoverished families until at least 2027, Family and Social Services Administration leaders said at a quarterly fiscal meeting Wednesday. It's the agency's latest strategy to contain enrollment and cut expenses. The FSSA's Office of Early Childhood Director Adam Alson blamed former Governor Eric Holcomb's administration for, quote, over-enrolling, end quote, Indiana's voucher programs using temporary pandemic aid. He claimed the Holcomb administration artificially inflated reimbursement rates and didn't plan for a wind down to normal funding levels. FSSA has cut contracts, staffing, and provider reimbursement rates to make ends meet, Alson said. Lawmakers have also appropriated $147 million in hold harmless funding, enough to renew vouchers for families already on the program and at the same income requirements. Enrollments in the Federal Child Care Development Fund and the state On My Way pre-K programs peaked at 90,000 people in December. That month, FSSA closed enrollment and opened a waitlist. Vouchers have dropped to about 55,000 people as of September, according to the agency. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Thanks for listening to this IBJ Media podcast. You're probably going to remember this ad. Do you know why? Podcast advertising works. 85% of listeners recalled hearing an ad during a podcast, and 70% of podcast listeners have acted after hearing an ad. So whether you're looking to be heard across the entire IBJ Media Podcast Network, sponsor one of our shows, or just start with a 30-second ad, IBJ Media can help. Contact advertise at ibj.com to learn more.
The developer of the Vista at Origin Park in Clarksville is partnering with an area firm to oversee the interior design of the event center on the north shore of the Ohio River. Starlight Designs LLC, a commercial interior design firm based in Floyd's Knobs, aims to bring a community-inspired aesthetic to the 14,000 square foot venue. The venue is intended to host weddings, corporate functions, and social events, and it's part of the 430-acre Origin Park being developed by the River Heritage Conservancy, a Jeffersonville-based nonprofit. The Vista is expected to open in May and is among a host of amenities planned for the area that was once occupied by landfills and brownfields. The Conservancy is also developing what will be known as Wild Water at Origin Park, a kayaking and whitewater rafting course, Inside Indiana Business reported earlier this year. The build-out of the park is expected to take 10 to 15 years. South Bend residents can now access free legacy planning services through the city's Financial Empowerment Center, a program launched in partnership with the Cities for Financial Empowerment Fund. The new offering provides one-on-one counseling to help residents protect their assets and plan for the future at no cost. It expands on the center's existing financial services, which include debt management, savings growth, credit building, and access to safe banking products. The Empowerment Center opened in March and has since helped more than 70 clients reduce over $95,000 in debt and build $6,500 in savings, South Bend said in a statement. The South Bend Center is located at the MLK Dream Center and is open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 to 5 and Tuesday and Thursday from 9 to 8 p.m. Indiana University Athletic Director Scott Dolson is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC. A weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Mark Mazurek for Inside Indiana Business Radio, on demand.
What happens when a basketball superstar changes the course of an entire city? I'm Mickey Shuey, and in Beyond Clarkonomics, we tell the story of how Caitlin Clark's arrival to the Indiana Fever sparked more than just sold-out arenas. It's rewriting Indianapolis's long-term strategy for sports, downtown growth, and women's leadership. Listen at ibjpodcast.com or on your favorite podcast app.
Want to give your team a real edge? The IBJ Group Plan delivers unlimited access to every story, every report, every video from IBJ and Inside Indiana Business for your whole team. Cover some or all of your employees with one simple payment. The more you add, the more you save. It's smart, it's flexible, and it saves you up to 30% off the standard rate. Already have IBJ subscribers in your office? Group up and save big. Learn more and get started now at ibj.com/group-plan.